Heck yeah, this is what is up today in our podcast, Driven for Health, episode 107. I was doing a live roundtable with my Call to Rise program last night, and I felt it so impactful that I decided to just run it as an episode. You guys get to see real insights from real people dealing with real everyday problems around improving their health, dropping body fat, gaining muscle, and figuring out how to manage a business of their own day-to-day life. We even have this one part in the middle there. It's around 45 to 60 minutes time range where things get a little hot. There's a call out, a shout out for a challenge to see who can push each other the most this next week. It was one of the clips, part of this that I was really excited about. You'll see Danny, Chris, and even Joe jump in, and you'll have to listen to see what they are doing to challenge themselves, to push themselves harder this week than they have in the last couple. And that's what the brotherhood is about. It's about camaraderie. It's about togetherness. It's about being actual humans, connecting with people. That's really important in today's age, especially as a 40 plus guy. It's probably just you. You probably have very little social connection environment outside of your family, your work situation. And that's why I even did this in the first place. Let's jump into this episode. I hope you enjoy it and get some real value. I'd love for you to comment and let me know what it is that you took away from this episode. There's lots of teachings and guidance, little snippets in there that are golden nuggets. And then also you could email me, brian@brianprana.com, about any topics that you would like on this podcast as well. I'm happy to do that for you. Here we go.
How's it going, Brian?
Very well. It's me and you for the moment. Chris is joining at some point, so
okay,
let's roll, baby. You got my solo attention.
I meant to ask you, is that My Coach just like an app you found off the shelf that like other coaches use too? That's not like one just for you, is it?
No.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say that'd be pretty insane if you build all that by yourself.
Yeah, there's a number of them in the space, and I went through a lot of different ones, and I ended up choosing. It's called Coach Catalyst. The reason I chose it was for communication and the community piece of it. Those were some of the main pieces, and the simplicity of the habits or the tab. That was it, because if you do the two things, generally eat 1,800 calories or less or 10,000 steps or more for guys, you almost always lose weight. And it's just the repetition of doing it. So the hitting those buttons every day, the simplicity of that, and just having some ease for communication is the main reason I ended up picking that specific one. And the two guys that own the software, they do a significant amount of support on for me, in the sense of a lot of education, a lot of teaching, a lot of support in a lot of different ways. So
yeah, I mean I like it a lot. I agree with everything you just said, and I mean it's the only one I've looked at or used, but it seems very intuitive to me and very user friendly. And
things too. I'm just not using, say, the workout feature. Like I could have a couple different set plans in there, and I just haven't done any of that because everyone's doing their own thing. It's easier for
me.
Yeah, you sent the picture of the thing of your gym, and I'll just prescribe your workout. Here you go. Instead of me putting it in the app and then you logging stuff in the app. It's, in my experience, it's not even about the exercise or whatever exercise it is. Did you check the box? Did you go to the gym to do a good lift with intention, hit muscle groups, and then we move on? Because at the end of the day, that's all you need to do anyways to be long-term successful with maintaining muscle mass, maintaining strength in your body. It's got very little to do with this. I do this 12-week program cycle for most people. They're never consistent enough to do it anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, that's been my experience for the last 20 years. Is that here's a 12-week program, and 3 weeks in, they've already stopped.
Yeah.
So not too many people consistently do something like that. So it's like, all right, what can I get this person to do? And then we'll tweak things as we go.
Yeah. I mean, sustainability is probably arguably the single most important piece when it comes to getting someone on
Yeah.
a workout or exercise
Yep.
program.
Yep. So what are some successes that you've been having?
Well, I think I mentioned it in the message, but it's like in the middle of a long message. So I hit 220 on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was 230 that morning that I started chatting with you on Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I haven't been down to 220 and probably at least 6 months, if not longer. So that
Nice.
was pretty awesome. So I was going to talk about like cheat meals or cheat days, or
Yeah.
especially like in this case, celebrating and like appropriate ways to do that.
Tell Chris what you just told me since we just started. We just got going. You guys
Okay.
didn't in here. So, I mean, we literally started about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. I was, I cooked dinner for the fam tonight. I've probably cooked dinner for the family more in the last 3 weeks than I have in like the last 2 years.
Awesome.
So I'd say my wife is happy about that aspect, if nothing else.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd gotten all the way up to 230. And that was the day I reached out to Brian on Instagram. I like weighed myself that morning because I got back from vacation. I weighed 230, like March 28th is like the end of spring break. And I always gain a few pounds on vacation. I was like, okay. I was like,
Sure.
Summer's coming up. I got to get serious. And so
Yeah.
I lost a few pounds here and there. And like 2 weeks later, I stepped on the scale and I still weighed 230. I was like, God damn it, man. I can do something. So that was when I looked up podcasts, and that's how I found Brian.
Okay.
And then I reached out to him on Instagram because I couldn't find any other way to get a hold of him.
Yep.
Nice.
So that was actually, I think that was Wednesday. So I guess that was either 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that.
And so I just hit 220 this weekend.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
So yeah, that's for me, those big 5-pound increments are really big mental hurdles.
Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome. And I celebrated a little on Sunday. I had like probably about a third of a pizza, but I got thin crust.
That's
and then I had like a serving of ice cream. We had this local ice cream here in Denver called Little Man, and it's really good. My wife wanted some for Mother's Day. I was like, I think I'll have some too.
Yep. As you should.
Yeah.
That was one.
Yeah, that was definitely motivating for me.
That's one rule I decided 16 years ago, is Levi's 16, that when my family goes out for ice cream, I'm participating in that, because we don't have ice cream in the house. We go spend $35 every time we go. And it's just an experience. And anytime we go to Cleveland, Chris would know, Mitchell's, it's literally one of the best ones. I've had ice cream in every state, and it's
I mean,
really good.
I like Mitchell's. I'm partial to Handles.
Oh, of course. Yeah, they do.
And then Graders is also really legit.
I was going to say, I've had Graders. My wife is from Ohio, and I know people make a big deal about that, but I haven't heard of those other two. So
Graders is legit. Like they have
Mitchell's and Handles.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to ask her if she's had either of those.
Handles is more like Eastern Ohio. Like it came out of Youngstown.
Okay.
Like the original.
Yeah, she's from what's called Tiffin. It's near Findlay.
Yeah, Tiffin.
It's like northwest.
That's right by us.
Yeah, no, Mitchell's is good. But yeah, I like me some ice cream. I have not had ice cream since I've started this thing.
Really?
I had ice cream on Mother's Day.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a supervised, but it's one of those things that I'm just like, okay, Joe, just kind of your win, and then just having thin crust pizza, like, like good on you. Like, it's like get back, and then you're on the bike the next day, or you're back doing whatever else.
Yeah.
Brian ran into one of my work colleagues, or my work colleagues knows Brian is
Yep.
guy by the name of John Nichols, and I was in an event last night with John, and he's like, I just told your coach you were chugging a beer. I was like, dude. Then when he asks you how does Chris look, you can tell him he looks pretty fit and he looks jacked. Um, so it's like I knew today. I'm like, okay, breakfast is out, and then I'm gonna just kind of stack like a little high protein lunch, and we had a healthy chicken stir fry with vegetables and rice tonight. So it's like, and
Good
then
rebound.
I'm going sub today and just pounding water.
Yep.
So
do you guys live in the same city or general area?
Yeah. There's a number
Akron,
of
is that right?
Oh, sorry, what's that?
Is it Akron?
Yeah, Akron, Cleveland area, northeast.
Okay.
Yeah. There's Clay, Mike, Lucas, Chris, and I. We're all within like a 30-minute drive. And it's all, some of it's coincidental. Like Chris is coincidental, Lucas and Clay, all three of those are coincidental. Mike, I actually knew from 2005 when I started my career at Lifestyles. And so he would come to my ab class and different things. So it's pretty funny that there's just a little more of a local group
contingent.
And I've got a coach. She's from Columbus, but she's been on me. I'm redoing the website. I'm almost done, but I've probably done 1,500 clicks in the last 3 weeks. It's looking way better, but it's still not done yet. But after that, I'll probably go to local events for men's groups to start talking, networking, and different things like that. And there might be more Northeast Ohio people in here. We'll see. So I got to do a lot of outbound here in the next 2 months, a significant amount of outbound coming up my way. So cool. We're down 10 pounds. That's incredible. You can lose 10 pounds in a month. You're doing really well. The more important thing is it has to be sustainable in a sense, or I can keep acting and behaving this way. These are patterns of behaviors that are repetitious, that are easy to manage on a day in, day out basis. So like Chris, he could have eaten more last night, so he just delayed when he ate this morning and had less calories today, which is what I would have done. Like, oh, I had way too much fun last night. I'm just gonna eat at noon the next day and be more protein veggie based.
And then the other thing I did, I got after it too. I had a really nice lift, and I'm near my 10, so it was like, I'm just going to double down. And, I mean, part of it too is, for me, Brian, is like, I've tried to maintain fitness throughout my adult life, and, I have been at different stages, but it's one of those things too, like this hardcore, just so much like emphasis on, strictness on the diet piece is like, just does not work, and it's one of those things that, like, if you have your playbook and it's repeatable, and then you can just, you're not going to crater based on one event or one day. You just know what to do surrounding it, I guess.
Exactly. So, Joe, you cheat, to me, in the English dictionary, outside of like video games, it's really synonymous with a bad meaning to it, right? Everybody likes a cheater in a sense, unless you're trying to get infinity lives on Mario Brothers or something, right? Then it's okay.
Yeah.
So we don't want to use that language when we talk about, when it comes to food. Hey, what's a cheat day or any of that? you can eat whatever you want. I've never not told anyone to eat whatever it is. It's what's the next best thing for you to do in the situation. There's a video on the website called the Donut Situation. And let's see who's coming in. Yeah, Clay, cool. I'll wait till he comes in and I'll explain it since he's jumping in. So he's another East Ohio boy. Clay.
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
What's up? What's up? We got Chris and Joe in here. We just started about maybe 10 minutes ago, so you're not too behind in this group. But I was talking about the donut situation, and Joe's down 10 pounds, which is great in the first less than a month. And he asked about a cheat day. Well, cheat is a synonymously bad word most of the time. So, and Clay would be a good example. We've been working together for like a year now. And Clay, you've always been able to eat whatever you want, right? There's never been a
There's never been like a cheat day. It's just more of a make it work every day type of deal, which tends to be a struggle sometimes.
So we go to the donut situation. It's a training on there. And Linda was the lady's name. She texted me on a Sunday, Brian, I want a donut. This was 8 years ago. I just started laughing. Said, oh, yeah, really, huh? Like, yeah. I was like, what kind? She started telling me what kind she wanted and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, well, how much of it do you need to feel satisfied? And I just kept asking her all these questions, and she ultimately decided not to eat it. And through the power of just keep asking another question, you get her to rationalize this choice was what it was. Because a donut, for a good example, typically most people don't buy them, even if when they eat them, they didn't buy them. They just showed up at church, at this thing in the morning, dads and donuts, like whatever. It just shows up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat a donut now, right? So that's the other premise. It just jumps out of nowhere, and you are emotionally charged to respond in a way, especially socially. Everyone's going to grab a donut, and so why don't you just follow the herd and do it too? Because everyone's doing it, and that's what the video is mainly about. Is ultimately, do you need to eat the whole thing to feel satisfied and okay? Do you eat half of it? You share it with someone? You take a bite of it and you're done? To what degree do you need the donut to feel fulfilled from that situation? Because we all know a moment on the lips, forever on the hits, they say for the ladies. But you eat it and it's gone, and you're like, oh, I'm sad that I just put 300 plus calories in my mouth. It tasted great, but now it's in my body. So that would be the things. And then the next question is, what would for you facilitate meal in a sense? What would just be the thing that would fulfill the reward? And it's okay to have food as a reward as long as we have some sense of control.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd say pizza and ice cream is probably the two go-tos there.
Yeah, definitely. So we think about mathematically, calorie-wise, ideally the little boy inside screams large with everything on it, but I always just get a small. Or at Mitchell's, a Taster's Duo, so I can get a double flavor. They usually complement each other in a sense. So like butter pecan with some pistachio, that's complimentary. That would taste really good. Or chocolate cookie dough with a chocolate peanut butter, pretty good compliment. So that'll be about 400, 500 calories. All right. And then say the pizza. I sent you over the pizza strategy text, and that is really good. Okay. Pizza is always going to show up at your house one way or another, or at environments. So how do you deal with it? What is your pizza strategy? Ideally, you order a chicken salad or you eat something like that before the pizza comes, so that you're filling yourself up and you're less likely to just eat 4 or 5 slices instead of 2, because each slice, a normal slice, is going to be 300 to 400 calories on average. The thin crust, you do cut some of that bread crust calories out, so it's more like, say, 100 to 200, depending on what it is, how big. So if you have a thin crust, you actually did a one up for yourself, and not cost it. But they're also inside that text, and if anyone wants it, I'll send it to you. The pizza.
Yeah, I was going to ask for that if you don't mind, Brian.
Yeah, sure. I'll send it to you now. But the what was I going with? What is a pizza? Lots of carbs, fatty meat, lots of fatty cheese, lots of calories real quick. So you have to quantify it in your head. Hey, this is a high calorie situation. Did I make room for it in a day? I've literally overeaten pizza and then gone on an hour walk right after. I was like, well, I guess I need to burn some of this off, and out the door I go for a walk or something. Or like Chris did, I would just will not eat carbs for the next 18 hours in a sense, and just have protein, vegetables to try to balance it out.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, and that's helpful.
Good. Let's see if I can get Chris on here. We got another Chris. He joined up this week. He's my accountant. He's from Northeast Ohio too. He's down the road from me.
By the way, Brian, I see your attire this evening, and I know you're practically my neighbor. Is it really that cold in Akron right now?
Yeah, man. We had a soccer game in Medina, and I was shivering. I was sitting on the sideline shivering. It said it was 50. It was like 40 or 38. It was so cold. I was unprepared, that's for sure. So I'm just trying to stay warm right now, warm up from the hour soccer game. And we were good the first half, and then the girls' team completely just forgot to step on the field the second half, and they got crushed. So, so does that help with the sheet? At the very least, you look at it calorically, and then it's it's Mother's Day. There's a large probability that we're going to be eating something. I need these calories available, 1,000 or 1,500 calories. So I'm just going to eat twice a day. And the other meal is just going to be the balancing act, the protein vegetable combo, to try to stay full enough in the day without feeling too hungry, because I'm eating too many calories in the evening. Now, that would be more atypical. If you can't control yourself, then yeah, do that. It's like Christmas Day or any other event, holiday stuff. Maybe just eating twice a day would be the solution for you to be able to manage that.
Okay.
So, Chris, what's a good win? Congrats, you've got a grad.
Yeah, that's a pretty big win. So we finished 4 years on time and have a job lined up. So, start the new chapter.
So you're not living in your basement. Bumming off you.
I know it's a hard job market out there for a lot of folks. So it's nice to get something, it's nice to be able to have that, so it's an opportunity, I guess. And, there's, I guess, some gratitude there. So
totally.
Let's see. I had a really nice presentation last week in Fort Lauderdale amongst a number of leaders in my industry. So I tried something new and it landed pretty well. So I was really happy with the result. Played in a golf outing on Monday at Westfield, and it was for a really good cause. It was a kid that had passed away from an asthma related event several years ago. His parents had started this charity golf outing. So one of the guys I work with, it's a remote company, and coincidentally he lives in Wadsworth. He asked me to play in it, and it was an awesome event. So anytime you do that, then you're also going to get in 22,000 steps, even if you're in the cart. So it's like you're moving and you're just moving nonstop, so I've had 3 really good workouts this week just to start and just feel really strong and good. My appetite isn't necessarily going up with that, which is good. So I've been able to, kind of keep my calories in the zone, which is good. So yeah, just, trying to
Good.
keep the basics going.
You did a good job down in Florida when you were down there eating wise?
Yeah. So we had, the one dinner I had gotten fish and asparagus and, had a glass of wine, but that was about it. It wasn't anything, I wasn't going to blow it up. I was already told myself what I was going to do, which was good. So it's like, if you already have a plan going in, then you're kind of, you just stick with it. And so it was, definitely no issues there on the dinner front. And then the next day, let's see, I think I just had a protein bar in the morning and like a piece of fruit or something like that from the hotel. And then there's like a Chobani or a Oikos, like at Oikos, I just grab one of those and, pretty easy. And then airport wise, what I've been doing is just making like a double steak type of bowl with kind of lowered carbs on like either a Qdoba or one of the places that'll do like a Mexican type of bowl. Just heavy protein, less carbs, and no like extra credit, sour cream or any of that nonsense. So I just try to keep it lean and just pound water.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good then. Excellent. Clay knows all about airports. He's been at least 2 6-day adventures in a row.
Oh yeah, those are very fun.
Yeah. Well, we're talking tomorrow, Clay, but what's good? What's been good this week? You doing your things? You doing the thing?
Yeah, this week I not my kid because I'm only 26, but my wife graduated college, so that was epic.
That's great.
Yeah, so that was good. Today I was going to talk to you about it tomorrow. I just decided to switch to my Fitness Pal from the Premier and trying to lock in on the logging of food. So that's good. Got the steps. I'm on reserve, so I wasn't quite getting used as much as I was expecting. So got a lot of steps. Went to IKEA today to just walk around, and then just a little bit of airport appreciation walks as well. So steps are good. Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Excellent. That's great. Yeah, we'll cover our bases tomorrow on some of the extra details. So good. Danny in the group, he posted today. He's at a weight he was 5 years ago today.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, he and Lucas were on last week, and they were betting each other. And Danny brought it up. Said, Lucas, let's go this week. So they arranged. If Lucas wins, then he got peanut M&Ms, and then if Danny wins, then he gets some Reese cups. Those are the arrangement that they're gonna Amazon order a single candy bar or whatever to them. So it was pretty funny. But Danny dropped 3 pounds this week, getting locked in. He's a little static there. And so then, Danny, here he is. He must have heard. Let him tell us. Bro, dude, you must have, your ears were on fire. I literally. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, buddy, tell us the win. What you sent me today, Danny.
What's going on, family? It's good to see y'all.
Out in sunny Cali. What did you send me this morning about the weight? Tell him that. I literally was just talking about it.
You said what? What did I send you this morning?
Yeah, the weight.
That I first of all, ain't nobody beat me in this challenge this week. Yo,
Yep.
the king is here. Is he here? Oh, he's not even here.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
You're
man.
messaging. He forgot to weigh in today, so I'm gonna press him to weigh in tomorrow. But I did.
Yes.
Danny was doing it this week.
So first I lost 3 this week, which is great. It was extra great because hey, nice jersey, dog. Hell yeah. That's right. And then on top of that, I was in a rut for a while. I was stuck at like 12. I didn't know what the hell long time. And changed it, and now I got the right flow. So I finally beat that. So now I'm 2, and this is the small I've been. I'm matching my weight that I've been in 5 years. So 5 years ago, I was at this weight.
Good for you,
So
man.
today
That's
was
awesome.
That's awesome, Danny. Congrats, man.
hell yeah! Thank you. Now I'm out here. It's funny because I'm out here celebrating my not being fat, and as I be a fatty today.
Oh, gee. Are we?
That's crazy. So
Yeah, we still
Danny, are you in Sac?
well, anyway, there.
Are you, Danny? Are you in Sacramento?
Yeah, I'm in Sacramento. Yeah.
Are you from NorCal?
Negative. I'm from New York. Yeah, no, it's very different. People are very weird out here.
He's trying
But
to keep up.
I love it.
Yeah, you're having a good time. We talked about made sure
Absolutely.
that he gets some social time. He's a social creature. He needs to be out in the wild, talking to people, interacting and stuff. So we've found some things. Tell him about the ruck that you did this weekend.
So last weekend
You did well.
I did a 10K ruck. Now it was a good ruck because I haven't rucked in about a month. Basically, since I got out here, I haven't rucked. And I was a little nervous because I was thinking, oh my God, you know, those nerves, like, oh my God, I don't got it anymore. And, you know, I lost it all and whatever. Clearly, I was wrong because I finished it in an hour and a half without running. So I didn't run or anything. My body wanted more, so then I kept pushing it even more. So that day I did about 10 miles, more or less.
Yeah. Yep.
I did 29,000 steps. That's what I did that day, 29,000.
Big day.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. Danny with Chris.
Yeah, I'll join next week.
You said we're doing another challenge?
He just said, yeah, it's in the chat. He's ready to do
Hey, what's a new challenge? Like me in losing weight?
Let's come up with something.
Okay, I mean, if you want to lose, you ain't gonna beat me. That's for damn sure. But we can.
All right.
Second place is.
All right, so Danny, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I see you're a man of taste. We'll put a lid on it.
A lid? Like put it off for
I'll
later?
get you a hat of some kind. I'll get you we'll put
lid
a hat
like
on it.
your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a hat?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Okay. So what are we
We'll discuss.
what are the stakes?
Say what now?
What are we competing at? Like
Something that could be measured.
losing weight?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, definitely. Then it has to be the weight.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So what you're proposing is whoever loses the most weight gets a new hat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Hell yeah, let's go. All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah. This is good, man, because I need a new hat. Shit.
So you guys there?
Hell yeah.
You guys
New
Hey,
hat. There
you should write down my address right now so you can get ready.
We'll post it in the room, dude. I'll get you. We'll figure out
I'm with it.
like the details and logistics and that.
Yeah. So we got a
Yeah. And we'll keep it
Thursday
legit.
morning.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Yep.
Later.
They did
Wait,
the Cavs win
wait,
last
before you
night?
kick rocks. We got a shake on it.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah, there it is. High fives.
There we go.
There it is.
There you go. That's it. It's official. It's official.
We got a lid on it.
That's it.
Danny's pumped.
It's in the
Bro,
transcript.
Man,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I'm debating if I should eat the ballpark food, but I'm like, no, it's okay. Too, I just wanted to check in with y'all. Things are going great
Good
out here.
timing. Good timing.
Yeah.
Got a little
Hey,
more.
Joe, you trying to jump in on this or what? Come on,
Joe's
bro.
down 10 pounds.
Yeah, sure. I can get in on this.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, I think we do the same thing. Whoever wins gets the hats from whoever.
Okay.
You see what I'm
All of
saying?
us
So we'll still only have to buy one hat. It's just that whoever wins, when I win, I'm gonna get two hats. You feel me? Let's do it. Okay, so you're in?
Yeah, Clay.
So we're gonna
We
weigh
gotta take
ourselves tomorrow morning, and then again
So Wednesday.
next Wednesday morning.
Okay, so we're weighing ourselves,
Yep.
and then next morning. Do that. Yep, we'll do that. Yeah, and you know what? We'll post screenshots in the chat, so nobody. I believe y'all are cheating. All of a sudden, I'm gonna lose like 15 pounds this week somehow.
He's just not going to eat all week.
Danny's gonna eat all the
all I'm gonna
ballpark
do is
food
drink water.
tonight to juice his
That's
weight.
it. Hi, fellas, I gotta go.
Hey, Danny.
Well,
Congrats,
I'll let y'all. All right, peace.
That's awesome.
He's funny, man.
Dude just joins a random Zoom call in the middle of a baseball game.
We've been working together for about 7-8 months, he and I. And then I invited him into the group. And so this is his, say, second round that he's doing. So he's been a good ad. And it's been beneficial for him, too. He's losing weight and all that stuff. So it's all good. It's all real good.
That's awesome.
Need more Danny's. Not that I don't need more Clays or Joes, but you see he's got a lot
He's
of energy.
lively. Yeah.
He's
Very
a
outgoing.
hot
good.
some out there. Yep. Oh, man.
Hey Brian, my wife just texted me. I need to talk to you. I don't know what that means, so I gotta.
No,
And she's
man.
calling me. So,
I always knew that if she called me twice in a row, it's like
yeah,
gotta.
that's what happened. I was on Do Not Disturb, so I'll catch you tomorrow. I think we're at 8. Can we do it like 9 or so? I'm gonna get home at like midnight tonight.
I don't think we're at 8. We're at 8:45.
All right, that works. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right. Good night.
Yeah, bye.
All right, Joe, you got me again.
All right.
So, now let me just pull up the sheets here that you filled out too, and we'll go over that.
Well, and yeah, I didn't have time to fill out the other one this week. There's like the 21 questions one. I started to, and then
God,
I was in the waiting room with the chiropractor, and then I got caught up.
yeah. I'm gonna send over. There's 2 of them. There's one that's in the app, and then there is one that is in that I have as a Google form. So I'll send this over. This one's a lot easier to fill out. Not that the other one isn't, but the idea is that you stop and you think through and you answer the questions and all that. So that's really important to do, to be able to allow me to help guide you better.
Okay.
And then also I was going to put this in the group. I still will in the group about the Costco Sam's Club thing. So I had a response, but I didn't get to put it in there because I was freezing my rear end off. I got a new phone, so I had a pink phone, and now I have a green phone. So my daughter said I was Team Glinda, now I'm Team Alphaba. I went running Saturday evening in the rain. I was going to run in this beautiful sunshine, and I had to go play with my kids. And then I ran in the rain and thunderstorm, and it killed my phone the next morning. It just was dead. It just, then I took it to Apple Store and like, yeah, it's water damage. We can't do anything about it. So I bought this yesterday, and I'm still getting it resituated.
Gotcha.
Painful because it doesn't that some of the iMessages aren't going through, which is
that's annoying.
Really annoying. So like you could have texted me and I never would have gotten a message that you sent it, or it's not even unread. So I just would miss it.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I did catch on today. So wait a minute here. I didn't get, and then it just clicked. So I spent 40 minutes while at the soccer game with Apple Chat, and they didn't help me. They moved me to a phone call tomorrow. So it's like, yeah. Like,
good luck with that.
Yeah, more time. All right. So here's some of the things, and I'll post this in the group so you don't have to take a bunch of notes or something. But when we're at the big chains, we got rotisserie chickens. I always grab one or two. Then you just pick off of it and eat it. Generally, if you want to be overly concerned about the chicken breast, chicken thigh, I don't really matters that much, but you just say do a 50-50 split and call it a day. It'd be fine. But the rotisserie chicken would be ideal. They do have some hard-boiled eggs that are pre-peeled in 2 packs for protein. There's frozen grilled chicken strips that you could do, or we call them nuggies. They have, at least Sam's Club, they have a Chick-fil-A nuggie style. Yeah, it's bread and such, but again, if you're eating a bunch of other lean protein in the day and just eat less carbs at another meal, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You got canned fish or canned chicken, or chicken in a pouch, fish in a pouch. Those you could buy in bulk and just leave them in the pantry. One of my go-to meals, if I'm in a pinch, is 2 cans of tuna in water, not oil because of the extra calories, and then 2 cans of green beans. And then I will mix cottage cheese in or some mayo, and then I'll just make sure there's no fat in the tuna fish, or the obviously the green beans don't have fat in it. So as long as you don't drown it in mayo, you would be fine to do that. But the other hack would be using cottage cheese as the cream to blend it when you do tuna fish salad, and then you would just season it with the mustard, the relish, the whatever. I put a lot of seasoning in it, garlic powder or red pepper flakes, rosemary, anything like that will make it taste better, even if it were to be, say, cottage cheese, and your tongue's not as widely geared toward it. We've got so those would be some of the easy protein deals to do. As far as like vegetables, you could buy the greens that are in the big boxes, like the big plastic boxes or the bag. And I've shared with other past groups, but I don't eat salads with a fork. I just grab it with my hands out of the bag and put it in my mouth. That's how I eat leafy greens. Why? Because
you don't put dressing on it?
No, I'll just be eating something. I will take the rotisserie chicken and whatever else, and then I'll just put my hand in the bag and stuff in my mouth while I'm eating everything. And I just move on. For me, that's really easy. Certainly we can use dressing, and I have a dressing text. If you want it,
I'll take that.
All right. It's called a dip stab method. So you always want to put, if it's a higher calorie thing, say ranch dressing as an example, you put it on the side, you dip your fork, stab the food, then eat. You'll have ranch in every bite, but you'll use half of what's in that container. So that's ideal, or you just get low or no calorie seasonings, dressings. There's a list of different things and a website to go to that can have different resources to find some of that as well.
Okay. Yeah, I found a decent low calorie ranch I like. I think it's like Bolt House Farms.
Oh yeah.
It's like refrigerated when you buy it.
Yeah.
But that one's pretty good.
Yeah, you just have to look at ultimately how many calories in a tablespoon. Anything over 50, it's going to multiply calories if you're not careful how you use it. Whereas you find other ones, you can do them 0 to 15 calories, 20 calories as an example for that. The other idea with ranch, if you love ranch, get the seasoned packets, ranch seasoned packets, and you can sprinkle them on a wet salad. So if you chopped up a bunch of tomatoes, cucumbers, you wash the spinach, everything's wet, then you would sprinkle the ranch seasoning onto it and it would get all over the place. And then you would experience it. It's not going to have the creaminess, but it will have ranch-like experience. And that could be a good alternative that you may have never tried. You probably haven't. Most people.
Yeah, I haven't, but I'm very intrigued by that.
Or you could then take that and make your own Greek yogurt dressing thing or cottage cheese type thing to get protein with and use those two as the carriers of the itself.
Okay.
So those are good alternatives there too. Oh, is Clay back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Cool. We'll catch you up real quick. We're talking about a Sam's Club run. It was inside the group that Joe did. So the top things were getting rotisserie chickens. They have pre-peeled hard-boiled eggs. There's frozen chicken strips or already cooked chicken that is available. There's canned or pouched fish or chicken. You've been doing that with some of your travels. Then we got to the greens, the spinach, frozen vegetables. We're talking about ranch dressing and doing it with ranch seasoning packets or just a lower calorie range or just using Hidden Valley and just don't eat too much of it. Any which way all works to get ranch.
What's your thoughts on like Bolt House?
Oh, that's what Joe said. The thought would be you take it and you flip it around and you look at what the nutrition label is.
It's got 50 calories per serving. I just don't remember if that's 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons.
It's 2 tablespoons and you're off to the races then. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it here.
Because that's yogurt based.
Yeah. And we talked about mixing in the seasoning with the Greek yogurt or cottage cheese or something as well to facilitate a ranch dressing like experience.
Yeah.
That's for 2 tablespoons.
All right.
Calories for 2 tablespoons.
That's good though.
Yeah. That'll work. Excellent. I like it. What else did I have here? So again, I'm going to post all this inside the group. I just didn't have time.
Yeah, this was someone's Sam's Club packs or something.
Yeah, that's what Joe asked about a Sam's Club run.
Yeah, dude, I live at Sam's Club. I'm down to get that knowledge.
Yep. Sometimes there's pre-cooked rice or quinoa that you can do that takes very little time to microwave. Individual hummus or guacamole cups.
Yep, I got those.
You got Greek yogurt in tubs there or cottage cheese. Cottage cheese comes in like a 4-pounder. You were asking me about my cottage cheese.
Yeah, it seems like you eat a lot of cottage cheese multiple times a day.
Yeah.
I got the big bucket too.
You do, yeah. It's a lazy protein source. I mixed protein powder in it last night, and I ate it with Cool Whip. It was birthday cake, protein powder with the Cool Whip. It was dessert at 10:30 at night.
And me that protein powder. I would be so down for that. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it was a sample that I got from the Arnold, and it was Sea Bums. Chris Bumstead, Mr. Olympian there. That's the brand that I actually happened to have. It was good. Tasted good. Had a little confetti in it. It was crunchy. It was good.
The Arnold, as in like the Arnold Classic, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you went to that?
Yeah.
It's in like Columbus.
Yeah, we're 90-minute drive, Clay and I both, about a 90-minute drive down there. And then I went with my buddy Chris. We just had a blast. It was hilarious. I'll show you something that's pretty funny. There's a story to it though, so I just want to throw that out there because you'll look at it, you're like, well, what is this, Brian? Chris and I go down. The goal is we got shirts, and then we also, you go and they have rows and rows of protein supplements and energy drinks. So you stop at every single one and you can throw shot back. You end up having 300-400 grams of protein by the end of the day, and probably 600 milligrams of caffeine too. You just like all head. And we're just egging on each other and just talking trash. There's a workout station. We started getting our pump on and stuff, but we stopped at this one, and there's a bodybuilder, and he was signing autographs for a picture. And Chris totally set me up before I had a chance to like set him up. So I'll show you this. It's pretty fun. So it's a bodybuilder.
Nice.
And it says Brian Hart, whatever his name is. I have it here.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Don't let Amy see that. She might want to put that on the fridge.
Yeah, right. So what in the world? But we get a good laugh out of it when we see it. So good times. Pretty fun. The guy was looking at me, what? And I just was going along with it. Like, yeah, I'll take one of these. Sure. Oh, man.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we had a good time. Watched, we saw Arnold, Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, a number of other athletes down there. And it's a big guys. And lots lifted.
Does it travel, or is it just always in Columbus?
Always in Columbus, March. If you haven't gone, it's definitely worth going.
Yeah, I competed in it when I was in 8th grade, I think, 8th or 7th grade, in fencing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I had to take a year off of hockey for concussions, so I started fencing.
Ah, okay. All right. Yeah. My third son fenced for about a year and a half, and then he just they moved. That was the thing. They moved from where they was farther, like 20. It was 10 minutes from my house, and now it's like a 30-minute drive. So it wasn't it. I competed at the Arnold in CrossFit in 2011. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In the Arnold Classic, it was the CrossFit Open. So a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's like 100 events or something.
Oh, yeah. We were watching guys in armor and swords banging on each other, and the firefighter game things, and
that's awesome.
Things. Yeah, we were just hamming it up. Our bags were heavy. By the time we got out, you get this giant bag and just keep throwing stuff in it, and you're just lugging it around by the end. It's just, you just go there and just eat and drink protein, energy drink stuff. Everyone's all. It's a good time. Definitely worth going at least once. So
yeah, it's. I just think it's weird. It's in Columbus because, especially with Arnold being a Californian.
Yeah, I was wondering that. He never lived in Ohio, did he?
There was a reason. I looked it up when I did it. I don't remember. Let's do it real quick here. All right. Due to lasting partnerships and handshake agreement between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Lorimer, the two met in 1970 and later partnered to host the bodybuilding event. and launched the Honor Classic in 1989. Yeah, it was a handshake deal, and it just never left.
Interesting.
Loyal to the partnership and has stayed committed to the festival in Columbus. There you go.
Huh.
That's the story. Arnold Sports Festival. It's pretty big. So, all right, that was my list. Those are the main things. Then, of course, you just get fruit, vegetables, and try to minimize things in colorful packaging because that'll get you up. Pistachios and almonds too, but pretty much an almond, I think a pistachio too, is about 7 calories per, which isn't bad for 1 or 10, but people end up eating way too many.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. There was also something Chris said earlier that made me think of a question. He talked about, he said he had 3 good workouts this week, but he didn't like get super hungry or didn't eat that much. And yeah, I've noticed that. Like whenever I get a good workout in, almost any workout, but especially a good workout, I'm just like insanely hungry. The next hour at least, but a lot of times, the next 2 hours or maybe more. And I didn't know if you have any tips for that or anything?
Totally. I'll start off with this one is the easiest way to usually do it. Let's walk an hour or run an hour. Which one are you going to be hungrier after?
I would assume running.
Right? Yeah. You burn more calories, more exertion. You're going to be hungrier.
Yeah.
Now, if you do that, will you be more likely to eat more calories than you burned for the run? Chances are, if you're not planned out or prepared or anything, right?
Yeah.
If that were to be the case, it would be best for you just to walk, right? Like, how about we just stop running and walk until we can get your food handled or get you in control or whatever. So there's that as an example. Now, the bigger, the heavier, the harder you go in the workouts, the more muscles that you do, then you're depleting your muscle glycogen stores, which is stored carbohydrates in your muscles. It's like gasoline in a gas tank of a car that drives a car. Carbohydrates, you eat them and they get stored in your muscles, and you use those up to lift. Well, if you eat something beforehand, 15 minutes, a quick carbohydrate, even oftentimes honey is a really simple, easy thing to do, or a chewy granola bar or some graham crackers, something like that. That energy bumps your blood sugar up and allows you to use that energy that's floating around in your blood sugar. It's like the NOS, nitric oxide of Fast and the Furious. You press the button.
Yeah.
But you're not using the gasoline of the car, right? You're using the NOS to go faster. And that's what happens. So if you eat beforehand, and a simple, easy understanding of that, it certainly depends on the time of the day. But say the morning, you get up, it's a Saturday, and you're going to work out. The question that I would have you ask yourself is, do I need energy for this workout? Or can I just go do it? If it's just a normal lift, I might not eat until after 9, 10, 11 o'clock, or like 10, 11, or 12 o'clock. I might just wait till I'm done working out to eat. But if I know it's going to be a little more juice in it and effort, then I will have some carbohydrates, more specifically, beforehand, to make sure that I get the energy to be able to use to get my blood sugars up to then have a better workout. Now, if it's in the middle of the day, you just want to eat 15 minutes to an hour or two before, depending on your stomach and digestion and all that stuff. I can eat and lift weights or work out. I can eat a dinner and go on a 10-mile run. It's not really a big deal for me. I've just trained myself, and it's fine. Yeah. I'm not gonna go eat dinner and do hill sprints or something like that. That's not gonna, or do a CrossFit workout for time that's 30 minutes. That's probably not a good idea. But if it's just strength training, it's not that big of a deal. But then you would want to seamlessly put it into day. Oh, I'm working out at noon. I'm going to eat around 10 or 11, work out, and then I'm going to eat again afterwards at 1 or 2, however, whenever you get done, and you have a planned meal to refuel. You're going to drive your car, then you're going to stop at the gas station to fill it back up straight away. That's
Okay.
the importance of the fueling in the exercise to manage hunger. And you want more, if you remember from the very beginning of the video, is eat starchy carbs in the beginning or around your time of activity, and more, say, protein and fibrous carbs when you're not so active. So then you can be more strategic with your carbohydrates and your energy source to put it before, during, and after a workout, and during, depending on how long it is. Most of anyone that's in this group isn't need to have carbs or fuel during the workout. You usually eat after. Today I ran 9 miles. I could have had something if I was more plain. I ran 3 with a buddy, and next thing you know, I finished. I had 9. Like, oh, okay. I ate 3 cuties on the way to get going. I was fine. I had good energy throughout the whole time. But if I would have realized it, I would have probably had some simple carbohydrates at some point, 45 minutes to an hour in, because I ran about an hour 20. And that would have gave me more life in the last 30 minutes of the run with the extra food, because of the blood sugar. The blood sugar would go up, and my body would use that as energy. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just have to plan your carbohydrate and your meals better. I work out, and then I have a very filling meal that is 800 calories, has lots of carbs, 60, 70 carbs as an example. And it's a lot of food that will then get me to dinner, and I'll be fine. I quench that hunger in a sense. But then you just have to make sure that you manage that in the course of the overall day. So another good question is, what's been the average calories you've been eating? And are you tracking your food or not?
I have not been doing that.
I kind of got that. And that's fine. You don't have to, but I would encourage you for the next week or two, especially since you're going in on a hat with Danny, like this next week, send me a picture of everything you eat. It will keep you on point. I'll give you a lot of feedback on it, and you will learn to portion things out, and maybe you'll get 2 hats.
So ideally, you don't want to really ever deplete the glycogen in your muscles, is what it sounds like.
Right, because you're hungry. And
Okay.
what happens when you're hungry? You eat whatever you can.
Yeah, you eat a ton. Yeah, I was just driving from work to the chiropractor today, and I worked out right before I left work. And I was like, okay, what food do I have in this car? I was like, do I have any snacks for Louis hidden somewhere? Like, rumbling through my backpack. Like, what can I eat?
Right. And I would have asked you, if you would have said that, said, what food do you have on you, or what did you plan? And you're like, well, yeah, I didn't really plan to eat around it. And I would have been said, okay, why?
Well, and I did plan to eat. I had some turkey tacos that I made with corn tortillas, just with 2 of them. So I ate that first, and then I was like, still starving after that.
It's not enough. Well, typical taco is gonna be 200 to 300 calories, but even not necessarily that many carbs.
Yeah.
Corn tortillas are only roughly 50 calories, and there's probably just had the turkey in them, right?
Yeah, that was all I had. It was like a third of a pound of turkey, so like just 35, 40 carbs, or 35 or 40 grams of protein.
Yeah, with minimal carbs and minimal anything else. So it wasn't very filling either, what I would have said. And that's fine to eat, say, beforehand of just a general workout, get some protein in, but you'd still want some rice in there or some beans in a sense with that to give you a little more go for the little bit. Or you have a piece of fruit, eat the 2 turkey tacos and have a piece of fruit before you work out as an easy example. But then you'd probably want another 2 with some carbs afterwards.
Okay.
So you'd pack 4 and then have 2 of them with extra carbs. And then you maybe even eat 1 each, one with more carbs and 1 without.
Okay.
Or and after. So then you have just good carbs going into that time. And if, say, you had how many meals in a day are you generally eating just for
normally either 3 or 4.
Okay. So let's say you did 4 meals just for, say, breakfast, lunch, workout, something in the afternoon, and dinner, something like that.
Yeah.
And you could have 20 carbs at breakfast, 100 carbs between your 2 meals. That'd be 120. And then you end up with another 40 carbs at night to give you, say, 160 was the example. So you say you had 160, and instead of having 40 grams per each of those 4 to get to 160 total at the end of the day, you'd have 100 at the middle of the day around your workouts, and you have 20 grams in the morning and 40 grams at night for dinner. That would make sense if you were to like track it and do it.
Okay.
And hey, the thing, losing 10 pounds without tracking your food, cool. Great job, man. That's really good. That's
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I'm realistic, man. I don't know that I will ever track my food. Like I've got ADHD and I'm super disorganized. Like,
yeah,
I'm just trying to be sustainable here.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And that's okay. One thing with it too is if you do track while we're working together, you will learn more for later when you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's worth the effort, Clay would tell you, because he's tracked a fair amount. You learn, right? You just understand what's in the food you're eating. Yeah. Clay, you explain it, how your experience in tracking with me and what you've learned and experienced. Explain it to Joe.
I can describe it is you learn about healthy foods, fast carbs, proteins, etc. in 8th grade health class, which doesn't matter because you're old playing sports and your parents cook your meals. We don't really care. And then you get to college and you gain a shit ton of weight because now you're cooking meals with no health experience. So then you're like, oh, what did I learn in 8th grade? So, Brian kind of taught you, and me, that 8th grade knowledge, because now you're the one shopping, now you're the one cooking, et cetera, et cetera. So when you're logging food and tracking food, I've had wild success. And then when I'm not tracking food, I've had wild stagnation. I can confidently say the two go hand in hand. And that, there's always I'll take a picture of the food, log it later. Later never comes. Or take a picture of the food, send it to Brian later. Later never comes. And that's like being proactive with the logging goes hand in hand with success, I would say.
And doing it with me, you learn faster. It's easier than you thought it was. It does take time and energy. It'll take you about 2 weeks to get the hang of it. But if you track the next 4 weeks or the rest of the 100 days or whatever, it's transferable to the rest of your life.
For sure.
Because it's all knowledge that you have through experience, which is the whole thing that I make people do anyways. Clay has learned it because I've forced them to go through the experience of figuring out, do you have to weigh and measure everything? No. Do you have to buy a food scale? No. You could do it with cups and guessing. Okay, cool. I guess that this was this. I looked at the package and it had 4 servings, so I divided it into 4 eyeball equal parts. Cool. Okay, we're going to mark that as 4 ounces out of the 16. Great, quarter pound. Awesome. And then you just track it as 4 ounces. So then the other thing is, this totally made me reference a limiting belief is that I gain fat easily. Basically, anytime I'm not on a diet of some sort, or at least intermittent fasting on a very regular basis, then I'm slowly gaining weight. And I'm almost always gain some weight on trips I take. Why? Because of exactly what I said. You don't understand what's in the food you're eating, so you can't make better choices and decisions around the situations that you're in. Or the response that I gave in our message was, your normal food patterns and behaviors are just to gain a slow amount of weight over time. That's your normal behavior, to eat that way. So I gave you example, a quarter pound a week is 1 pound a month. Unnoticeable in 1 month. In 1 year, though, like, oh, I'm 12 pounds overweight. In 2 years, you're 25. You're fat at that point, right? And it was a quarter pound a week without any type of oscillation or pulling back to the norm of what it is. My goal is for you, and for me especially, but for you or anyone I ever work with, is to get to a 5 pound weight range. So when the scale goes up to that high point, you say, I need to knock it off, whatever I'm trying to get away with, the extra ice cream, the pizza, I haven't been eating my vegetables so much, whatever. Then you spend maybe a week paying more attention or skipping a meal or walking more, and it goes right back down to the middle of that range, and you don't have to worry about it the rest of your life. And it's not even a big effort or a big ask, because you learn the things that you needed to while we work together to regulate that. And one last example, I stepped on the scale a week after Peru. I was 189.2. I'm 6 foot for reference. Two a week after, so it was about a month ago this time, roughly. Scroll back to when I first got my scale, August 2019, I was 190.2. So I was 1 pound less 6+ years later, or whatever, 6.5 from that time frame. That's pretty good, right? I mean, that's we want. Yeah. So we want to oscillate in this little range. Now, there were times that I purposely gained more weight. I did get over 200 on purpose in a winter bulk, but that was on purpose, not because I just was living life and just didn't know how to control my food intake. And I've been as low as 180, I think 183 or 185 in there, but then I'm working at it, or I'm trying to go to the beach or something like that. I want to look good with my shirt off for some reason, and that's why it was lower. But the median average would say a ballpark 190 across that time is where I don't have to work at all, in a sense, to maintain my weight. I just live and do and be, and it stays this way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's really helpful.
Yeah. Another thing that came up, and the gentleman's not here, but is Lucas, even, who's talking about being hungry, is I don't wait to eat. I don't wait till I'm hungry to eat. I just eat because at this time of the day, it makes the most sense to put food in my mouth, whether I'm hungry or not, because I know I'm not going to eat again until this other time. And if you look at your patterns of behaviors over the last 10 to 20 years, you generally eat the same frequency throughout the times of the day, plus or minus a little bit, but there's something in the morning, there's something in the middle of the day, maybe there's something in the afternoon, and then there's something at nighttime. And so you have these general food behavior times that you do put food in your mouth, and it's wise not to skip them unless you're forced to because of a meeting, something like that. But then in our conversation, you are going to plan around that. And if you are having a meeting at 2:00 and you were going to eat something around then, or 3, say after a workout, well, then your first 2 meals are going to absorb those calories. and the meal before the workout's going to be more like 600 or 800 calories, because you're not going to be able to eat anything after the workout because you have a meeting directly after. So even if you are hungry, the meal beforehand would carry you until after that meal, in a sense, and you'll be fine to get home to dinner and not be famished and just raid the house while you or your wife's cooking dinner that night. And kudos to you for cooking more meals. I hope that you get some love and appreciation on a varied range of whatever that would mean to you for doing things that you probably should have been doing, but maybe have fallen into, well, I'm busy, or I'm the father, the dad, or the man, or whatever societal thing is. And your wife's like, oh, I like this guy again. He does things for me. I cook so many meals at my house. I've been in super dad mode the last month. Oh my gosh, making dinners every night, dropping kids off, picking them up, and running them places because my wife is busier at work, and I want to support that because she's spent, good Lord knows how much time she's spent supporting me for my overly long work schedules and stuff. So do I get any love and appreciation? I don't know, but I hope that it's putting a penny in the piggy bank every time, or she'll ask me to do something, like, yeah, I'll definitely do that. We'll just put something in the bank here for some goodwill for later.
I definitely get to go fishing a lot more guilt-free now.
Yes, yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah, you're just like, hey, I'm gonna be gone for the day, but I made you food, right? I made you and Louie some food, so you don't have to cook 3 meals a day, and feed the kid, right?
Yeah.
So it's good, and then you'll have more grace when you go, which is good, which is what you want, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. You got some big ones. This guy caught a bunch of free fish the other day.
Yeah.
Dang, that's wild.
Mike, yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
That's awesome. And free good protein.
Yeah. That's some nice, I assume pretty lean protein.
All white fish is fat-free.
Okay.
Salmon is mainly the one that has the most seafood is pretty much fat-free.
Okay.
There's things that have a little bit, like clams, as an example, or oysters, could have a little bit of fat in them, but most of it is just no.
Yeah.
Shellfish, no fat. Shrimp, no fat. Whitefish, no fat.
Oh,
yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Well, anything else you guys want to go over?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Nothing on my end. I appreciate, Clay. I appreciate you sharing your experience with tracking and giving me a little kick in the pants there.
Yeah, no, dude, honestly, I need to get very good at it. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was talking about, just switching over to my fitness pal. I used that for quite a while, had some good success with it, and then I think this was just my experience. The chronometer app crashed a lot for me, so I just got annoyed and pissed off with it. So then I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
yeah, but
they all do the same thing, so ultimately it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So and like I said, the tracking goes hand in hand with the success, So
Yeah.
I want that success back. I'm just kind of tired of stagnation.
And oftentimes, as Clay and I have talked about it, there's always breadcrumbs and reasons why there's stagnation. It's not like with Danny. It's not because he was eating perfect and his body and metabolism was broken. It was because he was doing something that he was eating more calories than he understood or realized, and he was just consuming too much. That was it.
Yeah.
It's just the law of thermodynamics, especially with men more than women. And that's one reason why I've chosen to just work with men. It's a lot more black and white in a sense. Like, are you in a calorie deficit or not? We don't have to worry about hormones per se. There's been very few men that have had to actually dealt with hormonal issues. It's more of just, dude, knock it off. And then we lose weight usually, because none of you are at the point where it's actually a more concerted effort to get small incremental gains or losses, in a sense, to get to that physique or the beach body goal that you hadn't been at for however long, in a sense. And one last thing is an analogy to the tracking. You understand finances, right? Dollars and cents, economics, right? That all makes sense, right? Don't spend more than you earn, right? That's Dave Ramsey's take for the last 20 years. And with that, so you understand that currency, but you do not understand the currency of food, which is calories, protein, carbs, and fats. So we can use tools like a calculator and Google Sheets or whatever, the Excel sheets and stuff, to be able to budget and manage our income and expenses. And same thing with calories. We can budget those, and we can use tools like Chronometer or MyFitnessPal and a coach to help manage that. And then we go to because you just don't understand that. It's foreign to you. But as soon as you see what the food is of calories, protein, carbs, and fats, it's like the matrix. And I think Clay would agree that he can see food differently because he understands the actual quantity or the quantification of what is in this thing that he's about to put in his mouth. And lastly, is if we would say I was your financial coach, and we talked about money a lot instead of calories. We're talking about calories because I'm the nutrition guy and the weight loss guy. But in that world, I'd be asking you, what's your income? What are your expenses, subscriptions, mortgage, all these things that you would be like, I don't really want to ever pay attention to that. But we have to, for you to be able to get the financial literacy that you need to be independently financially free, whatever that means to you. So at the very least, be at a net zero debt of credit card and other basic things like mortgage and stuff, so that you can just like, okay, I can just start saving. So
yeah,
we talk a lot about money instead of calories, but I'm your health nutrition coach. We talk about calories. So
yeah,
it would be worthwhile. And if you do it this week, do you think you'll be more likely or less likely to walk away with 2 hats or not?
yeah. I would say more likely. Yeah.
Do you want 2 hats, or do you want to spend $40?
Yeah, yeah, definitely warmer for sure.
Yeah, Danny and Lucas's bet was like a $2 bet on candy.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, not on
Chris
a hat.
really raised the stakes and
Chris did.
made me hesitate. But
Chris was juicing it.
Oh yeah, he called it. He called it straight out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's, a high risk, high reward.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you guys weren't paying for this, you wouldn't be paying attention as much. It's just the way it is. So I've spent plenty of money last year on coaching, and I paid a lot of attention. That's why there was a podcast, because I spent money. There would never have been a podcast if I didn't do that, because there would be no reason for me to do it. I know I should have a long form piece of content creation thing like a podcast, but I'm not going to buy a mic or a new laptop or a Vocaster, which you can't see. It's the mic, the voice, whatever thing. And so I would never gotten the software, the 2 to 3 hours worth of every episode. It takes about that much time to produce the whole thing and record it and publish it. I wouldn't have done any of that because I wouldn't have any reason. I mean, I had plenty of reason to do it, but that's why, because I spent.
I mean, the last time I weighed 205 pounds was because me and my friend bet a $450 guided fly fishing trip on it, and I didn't want to lose that bet, so I beat him and got down to 205, and then ended up having a kid like 2 months later, and haven't seen that number since then. That was he's born 8.5 years ago.
Right, we will get there. We will get there, and you're learning a lot. So, all right, guys, I'm shipping off. I gotta go back because I got a bunch.
Hey,
of
have a
stuff
good night, Brian. Thanks for the call, man.
Thank you, fellas, for joining. That's it for this episode. I hope that you really learned a lot from this coaching session that I have, the Roundtable, every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. To make sure I can get all my guys on there and help them elevate their lives and be their best selves. And I've consistently done that. If you are looking for help, you need guidance, support, accountability, direction, you're tired of trying to figure it out yourself, you've had no progress in the however long you've been trying to lose weight or get into that ideal body, check out thecalltorise.com. I actually just refreshed the website. It's brand new. It's fresh looking. I spent a lot of time designing it. I hope that you enjoy it. Check it out. It answers from top to bottom. So many Q&As, so much FAQs, and it tells you exactly what we do, why we do it, around the 5 pillars of the call, which is your identity, which is the exercise piece, the fuel, which is nutrition, the code, which is mindset, the way you think, and the 5th one, the brotherhood, the group of guys doing this together. That's it. Over and out for this episode. We'll catch you in the next one.